So we first came to Christ Church of Flagstaff. I was a young mom and just struggling with finding ways to grow my faith, and a friend told me about the women's Bible study here, so I started coming. We did that for a while before we actually started coming together as a family to Sunday services.
We've enjoyed greatly being a part of the church and being able to come and serve. We started off with our life group, probably the first thing I would say. We loved our group a lot. We went through Rooted together. Beth started serving on the worship team. I was able to go through and start serving, felt the calling that God needed more men in the middle school ministry, and so I was able to hop in and start doing that. And then I also just had the privilege of going to camp with them, and we had a great time, and we were able to meet and just connect. We'd go outside and sit by the creek and talk about the Bible study and the sessions that we were able to have. So it was a pretty awesome experience.
I mean, as a couple, we decided a long time ago that was one of those things that God was telling us to do, was to give to the church that we belong to, and that it was just an obedience issue for us at that point. And so we're giving faithfully because God asks us to. We really feel like God is doing really cool things here, and we feel like we can trust this church with our finances.
When we were a young couple, we would struggle financially, like so many people do. Which bill are we paying? Or are we choosing to tithe? Because we're not going to do all of them, and so we'd skip out on tithe, and somehow it's like we'd always be pretty short on funds. It'd come back later on, and we'd just be like, okay, I think God's calling us to tithe. We don't have enough money, so we're going to tithe, and we'll figure it out. Somehow, whenever we just gave the 10% just straight off the top, we always had enough, always, and the math just worked.
As we have kind of heard about this Unfinished initiative and the direction that the church is starting to move in, I know I personally have just really been so excited about what's coming, and just the feeling of the room is different, and there's excitement building. And we've really taken some time to look at, internally to ourselves and our family, and just thinking about in what ways are we in a season that is unfinished, or what pieces of our lives, is God wanting to work in right now?
So when I first heard about Unfinished, I was struggling quite a bit at work, going through a pretty rough time. So we started doing a devotional with the church. One of the questions in the devotional was, is there anything in your life that's drawn you away from God? And I felt like work definitely had. And it was a pretty big struggle, to the point that I was looking at quitting my job that I've been with for 17 plus years and just walking away because of how much I was struggling with work. Doing the devotional really put the emphasis back on God. It was like my job is to serve Him. Even in my current spot, He doesn't want me to walk away. Going through this, it really changed my perspective, and it allowed me to continue to serve Him now, make sure that He's my focus point.
The shift in him, I would say, was night and day, from just making that mindset switch of, I don't go to work to serve these people, I go to work and I serve God, because that's who I'm showing up for every day.
I'm really looking forward to Unfinished, mostly because of what the opportunity provides within our family. As far as the future of the church, this has become our home. This is our family. And so to continue to be a part of that, and to watch it change, and be able to serve and develop the future generations, and be a part of that is awesome.